Previously, I had done a video similar to this regarding correcting the clock that got changed due to ASCOM or NINIA. That was with using the GPS in the hand controller. Now, in the hand controller now, I have disengaged the use of a GPS to get the location and time, and I'll show you how to do that on this video, and the results of what might be a correction for the way to avoid the error about time when you bring up NINIA. Let me stop this and get darker. Okay, I got the room darker. Maybe this will help see the screen better. Like I said, we're going to work on the time issue when you load ASCOM or NINIA on this AutoStar 2 LX200 GPS telescope. I have turned off using the GPS setting in the hand controller, so my automatic GPS on the telescope should not engage finding my location or time. So how you do that is, bring it up a little closer, you go to your down arrow buttons. I'm going to hit mode to get back to setup. You down arrow buttons to go to your telescope. You go to setup, hit enter, scroll on down to telescope, hit enter, and keep scrolling until you get to GPS alignment. Enter, and it's set to off right now. It can be at startup or on, and I'm going to set it to off. I'm going to hit enter. I'll hit mode to get out of it. And go back to setup. I'm going to adjust the scope for the Alt-Az alignment. That is, I unlocked the clutch and rotated the tube to be for the alignment. Now sometimes it runs this little calibration thing with a motor. Sometimes it doesn't. That's what you hear running. And it quit its running, and so I'm going to put it back in 0 position. And it's asking me if it's daylight saving times. I say yes. I enter in the time, and it looks like 9:15 in the morning. 09:15:00. Enter. I usually use the exact time from a polar app I have. Today is the 15th of July, 2024. It comes up and wants to do automatic. We don't want to do automatic, so you scroll through that. I want to do easy. And let's go back to mode. Go back to mode. We want to go back to check the telescope. Oops, go back, enter. Want to make sure GPS is off. Enter. It is off, so I'm going to hit enter again. Go back to mode. Set up. We want to go ahead and try to align. We got the time and the date in manually. Hit enter. Easy. I've already put the scope in its position. We assume that it's on that star because I have run this before and it's in that direction. Hit enter. To check it, I can use my iPhone app, but since the iPhone's recording, I can't do that. So I'm going to hit enter. Now we are assuming it's star aligned, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold the mode button for a few seconds to check to see if anything changed as to time and date. So I'm holding the mode button down about 3 seconds, lift it up, and you use your scroll buttons down here to scroll through this view. And try to do it without shaking anything. All right, we're on the 15th. The date's right. Time is 9:18. Yeah, that's about right. I'm going to hit mode to get out of it. And now I'm going to go to the computer and start recording the screen, and I'll come back to the iPhone recording. I'll stop it right now. All right, I hope I got this right. So let's see. We know the hand controller has got the correct time and date, so now I'm going to start ASCOM first thing. I do have the telescope connected with the cables, and we know that the COM ports are working. Well, we could check them. Let's see. Well, let's see. Choose telescope, Meade generic properties. You can run device manager to see which COM port is being used. Sometimes it takes a while. There we go. Concord, pick COM port 7. We'll say OK. We'll say OK. And I'm going to say connect. And it has completed. I think it has. Close that. Close that. I'm going to go back and check the hand controller to see if the time and date changed in it. Okay, I'm back at the hand controller, and I'm going to hold down the mode button for 3 seconds. Let it up. Scroll through the settings. 15th of July, 24, that's good. Time is 9:30, which is good. It's what the computer is showing too. So far ASCOM has not changed anything. Let's get out of that. Go back to the computer and bring up NINIA. Bringing up NINIA. My profile for this telescope and the camera I use for it and the location. Go down to mount. Meade generic is the driver I use. Do connect. Telescope's connected. I did not get an error display showing that the time was off. I'm going to go to the hand controller and make sure it didn't change it there. Back at the hand controller after connection with NINIA. Hold down the mode button. the date's right, time is right. So this method, not using the GPS and having the GPS deactivated in your hand controller, doesn't cause issue with the time so far. Clear skies, y'all.